What's going on, family? One more time, man. It's time for Cigars and Conversation. All right, I got a special guest with me today. I'm going to let her introduce herself for you, but you already know I'm your man, Cigar Mick.
I'm Tamika.
Tamika, just a girl from Mika. Sexy tomboy in the building with me tonight, right? And the proprietor of a very fine cigar line that we're going to tell y'all about here in a minute. Matter of fact, let's get started. It's Cigars and Conversation.
Cigars and Conversation.
So
what's
me and
going on?
Exactly. What we do is we start off by talking about what we smoking.
Okay. Well, this morning I am smoking an amazing brand, and I stand behind it because it belongs to me.
Come on.
It is my brand, and it's called Compton. And I am smoking the first one that I came out with, which is my Maduro, which I named after my late father. His nickname was Vernell, but everybody called him Bones. So I'm smoking a Mr. Bones. It's a full body Nicaraguan binder, filler, and wrapper Maduro, and it was everything my daddy was. So that's why. Pure, straight to the point. No punches. So
I love it. Man.
That's what I'm smoking today. What you smoking?
So I'm doing a little something different, man. So I actually turned the clock back a little bit, right? This is a cigar that I came in contact with some years ago, right? And it was one of my, favorite cigars at the time. It still stands the test of time. But this is the Ashton VSG, which is the Virgin Sun Grown, right? The reason why I like this is when I actually fell in love with that Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper. Because it gives you that boldness.
Yes.
All of that. The filler and the binder is Dominican.
Okay.
So
I haven't had that in years.
I'm really partial to the Nicaraguan tobacco, as we've talked about many times on the show. But this one right here, when you add that wrapper on it, it really adds some more complexity.
Man, I haven't had that in a good minute.
Right.
I'm gonna have to dig in the crates and look. I'm sure I got one or two in my humidor. I'm gonna have to look and find out.
Exactly.
Bring that back. Okay, Mick, I see you, bro.
I see what's happening right now. So just to bring y'all up to speed, right? My man Cigar Banker couldn't be with me today because he needed a break, right? I told y'all last week how hard that brother works, right? So he needed a break, man, which is cool. But we also made a commitment to try to stay consistent. We're coming with the show every week and what have you. So I am so proud, man, and so blessed right now to be sitting with my sister Mika, y'all.
I'm honored that I was even thought of.
Oh, come on. You top of the list. Come on now. You already know. So, Mika, just on the conversation side, right, I do want to talk a little bit more about the Compton Cigars, all right? So, I know that, your dad was an inspiration for you, for Mr. Bones and what have you. And, where are we going with the brand? Because I've been looking for it, here in Nevada as well.
So with that, I just applied for my Nevada tobacco license. So to be honest, I had kind of got frustrated for a little minute, and I was thinking about giving up, but I decided not to give up because that's not how my father raised me. So it's kind of hard. I tell anybody that is coming into this, it's not for the weak. It's not for the weak. What you have to go through, especially if you're committed. And I'm someone that's committed and try to give 100% to everything that I do. So the whole, I'm funding it out my pocket. So I've actually had a couple of different distributors reach out since TPE.
Okay.
So hopefully, from my mouth to God's ears, that soon I'll get a distribution deal.
I love it, man. I love it. If there's any distributors out there that's watching, man, this is one that you want to look for. Real talk, man. I stand behind the Compton Cigars. Cigar Mick stands behind them. Smoked them, loved them, still love them, right? And matter of fact, that's going to be the stick number 2 today. I just wanted to give y'all a variety first, so we wasn't both smoking the same thing.
Right. I love it.
As soon as this is over, I'm lighting up that Compton. Believe that, But let's talk about that frustration a little bit, right? Because I can identify with that. You know, if I told you how many times I wanted to just like say the heck with this. Right. You got a little taste, right?
Yeah.
Getting up early in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, coming down here, you saw everything that goes into the setup.
The setup, yeah.
You know.
And you guys don't realize time went up. So
exactly.
we lost an hour of sleep this morning.
Exactly.
And yeah, it was a little struggle. And yeah, the frustration, it just comes. You know what? It came from mainly me.
Okay.
I am my biggest critic.
Okay. Yeah.
And what's so crazy, I can push everybody else, but I can't push myself.
Really?
I am one of them people. And so, and people like I have people out there who, like you, people like you yourself who like love Compton, but I'll big up someone else like my brother Conscious or something, you know, like I just so it's just me, like I don't like to focus on me. And it's funny because if you know me, I have a big personality, but I still like to play the background.
Gotcha.
But the frustration just came from I was in between jobs trying to still produce a brand, and I just got frustrated. I just got frustrated. The legalities, the red tape, all that. It's a lot of frustration if you do it the right way. And I'm not saying. I know some people that have taken the easy way, that just go and they found a cigar and they just put their label, you know, on it, and I'm no knock to nobody that has done that. But that's just not the way I want it. I wanted to stand behind and know that I created something, and I wanted to stand behind it. And so, just, you know, then my master roller that I have, he became ill. So it was just a lot going on, and so luckily his son has taken over, and so it was just the frustration. That's where all the frustration came from. Then I just decided to uproot and move to Vegas.
Hey, like we not mad at that.
It was like, hey, do you want to work? Yeah, sure. 2 weeks later, I was here.
Exactly.
So just all that. So, but I just know that Compton is coming for sure. No, it's. I had a long talk with my daddy. I talk with my daddy. I'm sorry. I talk with my daddy often. And my daddy, he said, keep going, and I'm gonna keep going.
I love it. I love it. Ain't no giving up in you.
Ain't no giving up.
You know. And again, like I said, it's sometimes. You know, like even yesterday, I was feeling a little bit frustrated. You know, I come up and I'll be like, man, you know, people don't realize what goes into this, how much work it is. You know, just shooting a video live is one thing, right? But then you got to go and you got to edit, you know, format and do all of that stuff, post it up. And you know, with our people, man, you don't get a lot of feedback. You know what I'm saying? Like I talked about this last week a little bit. Ghost Riders, right? People will watch it. They'll come, hey, I saw your show, bro, such and such.
And then
you ain't like it. You ain't share it. You ain't comment.
I get
you know
that
what I'm saying?
all the time.
Like, you know, what's the deal? Like
I get that all the time. It's so funny. I say all the time. People steady watching. But I mean, they don't realize that the likes, the comments, the feedback is what you need or what we need in order to keep going forward. Because I mean, you can look at it, but if I don't know that you're liking it, you know, now I'm sitting up thinking I'm just doing this for nothing. Exactly. So I totally get it. So you guys continue to watch and like and comment on my brother's on my brother's podcast. This is crazy.
It takes statistics to get sponsorships.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, let's work on that. But again, it ain't about me today. You know, it's really about you. It's Women's History Month. You're making history right now. You know what I'm saying? You're breaking new ground, sis.
You know me. You know my tagline. I'm just a little black girl from Compton. I'm just Mika. I just try to be
being
me.
Humble.
No, I'm legit.
Like so much more. You already know that.
And people say that, and that throws me off because legit, I just really just see myself as a little black girl from Compton that was raised in the streets of Compton. I grew up very Cosby Show like, so I would I like to point that out because people hear Compton and automatically think, NWA, Eazy-E, but I actually grew up very and I use the term Cosby Show like. So the 2-parent home, went to private school. I'm the youngest of 4. So I always tell my siblings their lives would have been boring without me because I'm the youngest, and so they're a bit older than I am. So I made it.
There you go. So and you've done big things in the private sector as well. So you know what I'm saying. So again, I'm not trying to put you on your business out here. I mean, this is a real one right here.
No, thank you. I try. You know what? I love this culture, and I do it for the culture. And that's why I get frustrated with a lot of people. And when I see that they're just trying to capitalize on it, that they're not doing it for the love, that they're doing it for the monetary value. I've had people tell me, Tamika, you should be making money doing, and it's like, but I'm doing it for the love. Like if that's even moving here, and is for the love, is because I can see where this. And I keep saying this, Tap and Ash. So if you guys didn't know, I moved from Cali to come here to Tap and Ash, and my thing is I see what it can be. Yes. So I'm willing to put other things on. Leave my house, leave the love of my life, my daughter, my mom, and because I believe in what Mel and Michelle are doing here. So, so that's for me. A lot of people do the things. I get asked to do things all the time, and I decline them because it's not genuine. Got you. And so, like people. Okay, so quick story. I met my brother Mick about 4 years ago, and you guys would think that I have known Mick and everybody for years. Puff a Minute, Badass Mobile. Talk about it. He actually gave me one of my first interviews. Yes. And so right outside the Mobile Lounge, and it's been nothing but love ever since. I tell people all the time, like, you guys are legit my family. I actually forget that you guys are not my blood. Right. I say it so much.
It's mutual, sis.
Yeah,
it's mutual.
Like you, my bro. Like I call Mel and Michelle my auntie and uncle. Then I have to stop and pause for a minute. I'll be like, they're not really my auntie. Like I just said it so much. Like it's so crazy, but I legit feel like you guys are my family. You create in this cigar community. You have to keep good people around you, and from them, and when someone is genuine, and that's been nothing but love from you guys from the beginning. I agree.
I appreciate that. That's straight love.
Yeah, that's love.
And I know Melvin and Michelle really appreciate what you bring to the table here at Tap and Ash.
I know they do, but I appreciate them for entrusting me. To bring what I know and who I know and what I can do to hear the Tap. So absolutely. Man, it's sometimes it gets like a bit like overwhelming because I'm like, dang, people actually trust me. Like, y'all met me? I'm silly. Like.
And shout out to everybody, like the whole staff, right? Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shantae and Kiera, Lexi.
Even my big head best friend, Javon. Like, Kareem. You got man. Kareem is the man.
When you come to Tap and Ash, it's a family atmosphere.
You legit really think that we're all blood related. We get a lot.
No doubt. Exactly. So how's the transition been for you?
It's been pretty good. The beauty of it is I've been coming backwards and forward, like for so long. For between
we thought you lived here.
Yeah, a lot of people thought I lived here. Legit since August, I was doing like 2 weeks here, go back to LA for like a week and a half, 2 weeks here, back. So when I officially made the move December 30th, and I'm saying it to people, they're like, "What, you haven't been here?" So, but I'm I'm loving it. It's different. I'm finding my way in the city, and I mean, trying to find my way in the city. I've met some amazing people who have taken me under their wing and make sure that I'm meeting people that I know stuff other besides the strip. There's a whole bunch of stuff to do outside the strip, y'all. Did y'all know that? I didn't know that.
I've been seeing you around.
Yeah, I'm making my rounds, and I'm enjoying it though. It's what at this stage in my life, I'm just excited for something new. I'm always looking for the new thing, and not in a bad way, but it's just to constantly keep. I don't want to get stagnant in anything that I do.
Got you.
But I'm loving it. It's Vegas. It's Vegas. The city of lights and all that. Like, how can you not love it?
So a lot of times when people come to Vegas for the first time, they find that the natives here are kind of standoffish. Have you found that? Or you have such a community already coming into the cigar culture, you know what?
I personally have not found that.
Okay.
One, because I kind of make you like me.
It works.
So you gonna like me. But I haven't really found that. What's funny is I made a joke on my Facebook page. It always kind of throws me off when people say that they're born and raised in Vegas. I be like, as intelligent as I am, I want to ask them, like, what hotel did you grow up in? No. Even though I know they didn't grow up in a hotel, I'd be like, what hotel? Like, you who grew up in Vegas?
Yeah.
Like, but I know there was other things, Henderson, Boulder City back in the day, but it still just kind of throws me off. I'd be like, you're a native, like born here,
right?
But you know what? I can honestly say that everybody that I have met have embraced me into this city, and I'm so thankful for that.
That's
so
awesome.
It makes the move easier. It makes it not in vain.
Right.
So I'm blessed.
That's crazy. When I was, some years ago, when I lived in Atlanta, one of my best friends was from Vegas.
Oh, really?
And I couldn't fathom that to save my life. I'm like, wait, so you're from Vegas? Like people live in Vegas? I just couldn't wrap my head around that.
I promise you.
I'm thinking all his friends are like showgirls.
Right.
Mom and dad are dealers.
Dealers,
car dealers.
Right. Right.
But once I got here.
I'm like, but you grew up in Circus?
Right.
Like the Sands, Sahara? It's so funny,
Exactly.
But you find out, like, they went to high school here. You're like, a high school in Vegas?
Right, exactly.
I know I'm silly, but it's still...
Excuse me, y'all. Yeah. Sinuses, draining, all of that stuff. So
Vegas is real with that. That's the one thing I do not like. My sinuses and allergies have been acting up.
Yeah. This past week has been crazy for me.
Man.
So but I love it out here. I mean, once I made it out to Vegas, and again, I think when I first came here, I came here for a corporate opportunity, right? So I did find that people were kind of like keep playing me at arm's length in the beginning, right? Because and rightfully so, because it's such a transient city. So people come and people go. So they don't want to invest a whole lot of time in the beginning until they know you're going to be here for a while.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But after being here for a couple of years and really finding my tribe, I guess,
that's important.
I just really love it, and I made the conscious decision even after I left corporate that this is home.
Right.
There's no need for me to go back and go anywhere else. Right?
Yeah,
so
I'm here. And like I said, it's a 45-minute flight to my daughter and mother for me.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest thing for me. Like, I still have access to them. Yeah. So that's
It's a 4 or 5 hour flight to get to my grandkids, but I'm trying to get them to come this way.
Right, as they should. Yeah.
Like, y'all need to move to Vegas.
I wanted to say it's Women's History Month, and there are so many women doing things in this cigar community. It's crazy. Like, I told Michelle, and she told me no, because I run Tap and Dash social media, and I was like, I have to get a picture of you and post. I said, Michelle, do you realize that you have made history here in Vegas?
Exactly right.
Like, a lot of people know that they own Tap and Ash, but technically, with the Mobile Lounge, Michelle was the first female black cigar owner.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's crazy.
Exactly.
That's crazy. And I'm like, and now with Tap, like, you are making crazy history.
Yes.
Like, people have to know about you. You know, Michelle, she just, you know, Michelle, but I was like, I'm going to get a picture and I'm going to tell your story.
Exactly.
And again, I love bigging up other people, but that's crazy. Like, legit, like, the first female?
Exactly.
That's crazy.
That is, man.
And first female, and she's black.
And her hands, her signature is all over
this.
Yeah. You know, not only Tap and Ash, but even the Badass Lounge and stuff like that.
Yes.
Everything with such perfection and such class.
Her eye for detail on everything is crazy. I remember coming here to Tap. Matter of fact, it was last March when I came out here and we, you guys did the, Badass did the Cedric event. Remember, it was super cold and I wouldn't come out the trailer.
I remember that event.
I was like, I'm not coming out this trailer.
Yeah.
But remember, we came here and in here was still the oil stains on the floor, but we was in here smoking. It was a shell. Only thing was here was this. Was this, and we were smoking, and we were here smoking. Man, she was walking me through and shit, and I can see it. Yeah. But I couldn't see it.
Yep, exactly.
And so when I finally I wasn't able to make it to the grand opening because I was an ambassador at a cigar week at the time. But when I finally came in, I promise you, I started to cry.
Is that right?
Because everything when she walked in, she was like, and here's gonna be, and it's gonna be the gauges, and then this is gonna be, and it's gonna be like a lip, and I was like, I see, and it's more than I can even imagine how she described it. So if you guys have not been to Tap and Ash, like, you have to come to Tap and Ash in Vegas. Like, when you walk in, it's one thing I love when people walk in here that makes me smile is they automatically go, this feel like home. Yeah. I mean, from the cup, like, as soon as they walk through the door, with intention, when like they say it feels like home, and what her and Mel wanted is being executed from the door, and I love that. I love that. So yeah, but there are so many other women out here. I was up for Sister of the Leaf this year with Black Smoke Miami. Nice. And I didn't win, but I'm perfectly fine. The caliber of women that I was in the category with. Kia Watts from Compton Cigars. Misty Blue out of Chicago. And Misty ended up winning. Shout out to Misty. She has a mobile lounge in Chicago. Exactly. Yeah. Beautiful lounge. Nice. But it's women like that keep inspiring me in this community because they're doing so much for the culture. I tell people all the time, I was running the lounge in Inglewood and had someone leave the lounge, non-African American, left the lounge because they said that they felt uncomfortable coming there. So when I finally got a chance to speak to this person, I told them, I said, now you see how I feel every time I walk into a cigar lounge. Wow. I said, not only am I a woman, I'm a thick woman, so I'm a big black woman. Okay. And I mean, but first I'm a woman, then I'm black, and I'm walking, and a lot of times I walked into these different cigar lounges, and I'm getting the, like, what are you doing? Why are you here? Right. And not knowing that I probably know more about cigars than they do, and they've been smoking longer than me. But but I had to tell her, like, is how you felt or how you think you felt. It's what I feel almost every time. So I'm so happy that there's so many black-owned lounges popping up, and they're all different flavors. Like this, I call Tap like it's own vibe. But then you might go to Atlanta, and then there's some that's like pure turn up. Exactly. Yeah, and that's fine. Right, everybody has their place, and you have options, and that's what I love about. That's what I love about, and especially traveling and going to the different cigar conventions or weeks or whatever you like to call them.
Sure.
And but not just visiting just black owned, just visiting all lounges and just filling out the vibe and seeing what their city has to offer.
Exactly.
So yeah,
there's so many different types of lounges out there, right? So you got like this. I love, like, this is the home lounge, right?
Right.
And like you said, when people come, they say it feels like home,
Mm-hmm.
and if it doesn't feel like home, then it feels like what you wish your home felt like. You know what I'm saying? But then you got the library type lounges. You sit and everybody's quiet, just sitting around smoking and stuff,
and that's
like
fine.
that.
It's not
you
for
got
me,
the nightclub lounges, right? And you got the sports bar lounges as well, right?
Right.
So you got those lounges where you go in there and it's all the sports. It's like a sports bar. You know what I'm saying? But it's a cigar lounge.
Cigar, yep.
So there's something for everybody in the culture, which is I love that.
I love that too. It's something.
Yeah.
You can find something somewhere.
Yeah.
And to your liking. That's why you'll never hear me talk down on like a cigar week or I have people and they'll be like, oh, I'm not going to that one no more or this, and I don't do that because it's something for I am the kind of person, I find the silver lining in everything. So even something and I know a lot of places or a lot of cigar weeks, nothing's going to be perfect.
Okay.
And so I have to learn to understand that it's all growing pains. So all you can do is just send your suggestion to the people, and hopefully the next year when they do it, they see it and understand it. But I try not to down any business because one, I'm a business, and I hope that people continue to speak life into me instead of talking against me. So and that I try to live by that. So I try to make sure that I find something in every lounge and every cigar. Well, no, I can't say every cigar because I
try. You said
I try. I do try.
The effort is made.
Yeah, the effort is made. Now it's something that I done been like,
we all been there.
Can't do that one. But I try lounges, try to make sure. I just want everybody to win. I am legit that person. I want everybody to win.
I love it.
Yeah.
And that positive energy, right? Because you're a very positive person.
I
you know what I'm saying?
Be.
So that positive energy is going to come back to you. You feel me?
Yes.
And everything. And like I said, man, I'm looking forward to, Compton Cigars being on the top shelf in every lounge and every brick and mortar retailer. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Soon. This is going to be your year.
Yeah. I believe, I feel it too. I feel it too. And for me, like I said, I started Compton because when I decided to start a cigar line, I wanted to pay homage to two things. The man who helped create me and the city that helped make me.
I love it.
And so anybody know I wear Compton on my back. No matter where I go, I wear Compton on my back. And my father, I'm blessed to have had 40 years with who I think is the greatest man that ever walked this earth. So besides Jesus, so I just wanted to make sure. I knew I was gonna always keep his memory alive, but I wanted other people to know who he was. Right. And so the best way I can do it was cigars.
I love it.
Yeah. So that's my guy. Yeah.
Awesome. Tell the people where they can follow you, man.
Okay. Oh, it's a lot.
So brace yourself.
Okay. So on Instagram, you can find me on my personal page at Sexy Tomboy, which is SEXIITOMBOY. I have Compton Cigars, which is Compton Cigars on IG. Then you can also find me at Tap in Ash Social Club. So TAPASH Social Club. So that's the 3 social medias that keep me busy.
Got you.
All day.
Long.
People like, you selling in your phone. I'm like, I'm legit running 3 pages.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and then my website, Compton by Mika, is almost, if you go to it, you can get added to the mailing list. But that's almost done. And I'm just excited about the possibilities and the future.
Nice. I love it. First of all, I want to thank you
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? For getting up and coming out on this daylight savings time.
Man.
You know.
And I got to come back later.
Yeah, you got to come back and work later, which is cool. But I'm going to come back and join you because we're going to have some fun down here this afternoon.
Yeah, oh, it's going to be fun. Yeah, it's going to be fun today.
Absolutely, absolutely. Looks like we got a beautiful day brewing out there.
Yes.
You know.
We need it here. That's one thing. I didn't know Vegas. I mean, I know it's a desert, but dang, where's all this rain and cold coming from? This is ridiculous.
It's been crazy.
I'm like, I made a video. It was like, it was snowing. I said, I didn't move from Compton from this. I'm used to the sun. I need the sun to come out.
It's my fault. It's all the East Coast.
All the East Coasters coming in.
Vegas
now,
what's so funny? Weather.
What's so funny is anytime like some traffic or something, I hear people go, "It's all you LA folks moving here to Vegas."
Right.
Hey, you shouldn't be so appealing to come to.
Exactly. You know, it was the best kept secret for a long time, but the word is getting out.
Yes.
You know, but listen, everybody. Thanks again for joining us for another Cigars and Conversation with a Puff a Minute. Again, I'm your man, Cigar Mick. Listen, go to the social media, man. Puff a Minute. I know if you're watching this on IG right now, we appreciate you, right? But please go over, man, and make sure that you're following us on the YouTube page, right? And put some likes in there. The podcast is out there. I found out this past week that we're no longer on Apple Podcasts, so we got to work that out. But we're still on Spotify, the Google Podcasts, and some of the other podcasts that are out there. So if you look for us, you can find us, right? Just Google it, you'll find it. But at the end of the day, man, this is what we do. People ask me, they're like, well, people have a short attention span, right? So why do you guys do the 25, 30 minutes? Because we're smoking cigars,
right?
This is not supposed to be something that you do quickly,
right?
It's a leisurely activity, right? So we're hoping that you're smoking with us and enjoying the conversation, man. Even participating in your own way. You know how you talk back to the movie screen sometimes? Talk back to this
talk
screen.
Back to us. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We can handle it. But all in all, man, we definitely appreciate everybody, man, for all the love, for staying with us. We'll try to be back next week, man, with my partner in crime, Cigar Banker. If not, heck, man, I might bring Mika back.
Hey,
man. She holding it down today. You know what I'm saying?
I'm always down. And for you, I will get up early. For you,
down. We do what we do, y'all. But it's all love, man. So until next time, make sure that y'all continue to follow Puff a Minute. We love you, and we'll see you next week.
I see you.